This is Pokemon Nut 2002 with my first review. I want to say thank you for watching, I do appreciate it. So let's get on with the show. Obviously I'm reviewing the Transformers the movie Optimus Prime. I know there's been other people who've done reviews for this, but this is my own review. Mine's gonna be a little bit different from others. Mine has like the actual energy sword, which is right there. But we're gonna start from back to front here with this review. Everybody starts from front to back. I don't know why, but mine's gonna be a little different. This will have to be about 3 to 4 parts. Just the fact that the last time I did this, I did a 30-minute video and YouTube wouldn't let me do it. So, anyways, never mind. Forget that idea. Alright, so, couple things here that I've noticed with this figure is that this here, the grille, obviously, you know, the bumper, the lights, the headlights, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Obviously, you guys can tell what these parts are. One thing that did make me a little upset when I did transform this the very first time was that this wasn't chrome here, neither was this. These little pieces here, you know, I didn't care if these were chrome or not, but I was kind of hoping that there were chrome here and here. That's really the only thing that really upset me the most. But other than that, you know, really everything else was okay. The one thing that I liked was this right here, since this is rubber. The smokestacks were made out of rubber, and Hasbro did a really nice job doing that. So I'm kind of surprised on that they would do that and not make it into like a plastic thing, you know, like these are here, you know, all this other stuff was plastic here and here, you know. Anyways, we'll get to that later. So, obviously, everything is the same from every single other movie Optimus Prime's. The only, you know, there's no difference. You have this part here, I don't know what that was. I think this is like some type of oil tank. I'm assuming, I don't know, if somebody can leave me a comment on that, it'd be great to tell me what that was. I have no clue. Anyways, right here on both sides is the gas tank, but this actually holds the battery for the lights and sounds, which they made this really good, you know, in designing it like that. It does take batteries, like 2 AA's, one on either side, one there, as you can tell, and then there's the other one right here, as you can tell. And then you've got the back, you know, where a trailer can sit and whatnot. So obviously, you know, no trailer. You've got right here back. You really can't see them, and I wish there was some way I can show that to you guys, but I don't have a way to. So, anyways, it looks like they're, you know, you can tell by where my finger is that this would be rear lights, you know, here and here. And then you've got this part, which is basically useless. I don't know why that's on there. I find that kind of useless, but anyways. The one thing that also upsetted me the most is when the movie came out, there was no trailer. Every Optimus Prime that I've seen, you know, had some type of trailer from either the cartoon series or something, you know. And I was kind of upset because right here, you know, if you can see, is that you got a little connector right there for a trailer. So I don't know why there was no trailer. Oh well. Maybe somebody will design Optimus Prime for the next movie that comes out in 2010, I believe that he would have a trailer. I hope. It does make, in this form, okay, this is the vehicle form, obviously. And in vehicle form, he does make a noise, you know, a horn honking, you can see lights flashing and whatnot. There is one difference between my Optimus Prime and other people's Optimus Prime, is that this part right here is actually his weapon. It's the energy sword that he used in the movie. And this is kind of easy. Whoops. There we go. Good work. So, anyways, this one, you know, this weapon is the energy sword that he had in the movie, if you want to call it the energy sword, but who cares, you know? The one thing that I found was kind of easy to get it to extend was that there's a button right here that if you push down on it, it extends the rest of the sword, and then you can, you know, slice things with it, you know, except for dog noses. Or you can use it to pick your nose. I mean, whatever you want to do with it. I mean, who cares? I wanted the one with the white gun because that's what I've seen in the movie and what everybody else has. But you know, when I bought this at work, I saw this and I'm like, I was a little upset that I didn't have the gun. But you know what? I probably can go to eBay and get the gun off of eBay if anybody's selling just the gun, which is no big deal. Okay, so we're just not going to worry about that part. So, anyways, mine came with the sword, so I'm kind of happy with the sword now. There's no big deal in that, you know, that it sits on a connector to connect it and have it swing back and forth, and I'll show you that when what I'm talking about later on in the review. But that's one thing. The other thing that I noticed with the problem, you know, you just squeeze it and it pops up, just like that. Well, that kind of did wrong. You know, you can squeeze it where the button is, you know, just as you saw there just a second ago, and push it down. It does take a little bit, you know, that's because it's spring-loaded here, you know, and whatnot, so you don't really need to worry about that. Yeah, that's one thing I liked about this weapon was that it was a sword, and, you know, he used it in the movie, and, you know, you actually got to see it in the movie. Yeah, you know, he had the gun, too, his energy rifle, or whatever you want to call it. But, you know, I found the sword that was pretty cool, you know, because the first time that the sword actually came out so you can use it. But then again, you know, if you've seen the original Transformers, the G1 one, More Than Meets the Eye is the very first episode. He has an energy sword there, too. So, I mean, either way, it's still pretty cool. And that's going to go over there for right now. On to the rest. Okay, obviously he's got this orange and blue flames. Didn't quite care for that. I don't know why. I mean, flames on an Optimus Prime, something like that. You know what? Not too crazy about it. But they kept the color scheme the same. You know, the orange, the blue. You know, because Optimus Prime was a mixture of orange and blue. In the G1 series, you know, smokestacks, they kept the smokestacks, try to close to the same as well. The only difference is this right here, you know, this whole houses the hands. I don't know if I can zoom in here. Oh, too blurry, not going to be able to see it. Oh well. That part right there where I took down, you know, that holds the hands, obviously, and other things. You know, that's one thing that I liked, was that everything was pretty much well hidden. And, you know, well, and it should be well hidden because it's a Transformer, you know? They're robots in disguise. You know, so that's one thing that I liked the most, that everything kept well hidden. I had this is actually the leader class version, if I didn't mention that. Yeah, this is actually the leader class. I had the Voyager class, and I didn't like the Voyager class too much. You know, everything wasn't hidden very well. But in this one, everything is well hidden, you know, in the leader class form. You know, like the hands are hidden, his feet are hidden. Obviously, his weapon is not hidden, you know, because that sits right there. But still, you know, it's still relatively hidden, you know, pretty well. But, I mean, you buy any other Transformers and, you know, you're not going to get that same function there. Anyways, I'm coming up on my first mark here in this preview. I'm going to have to end this one and start a new one. Yeah, like I said, guys, this is going to be about 3 to 4 parts. I'll talk about how to transform it in the next part here. So, anyways, I'll show you how that's done in just a moment. And I will see you later. To be continued.